Hey everybody, how's it going? We're studying Mark. I'm in the second chapter of Mark. We're looking at verses 18 through 22. So we're going to start in Mark 18 through 22. In verse 18 we see John's disciples are fasting and the Pharisees are fasting. So people come to Jesus and say to him, "Why aren't your disciples fasting?" And Jesus says to them, "Can a wedding guest fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as the bridegroom is with them, they will not fast. But the bridegroom will be going away, and then they will fast." Jesus is talking about himself here as the bridegroom, the church being his bride. So, after his resurrection and ascension, he'll be not on the earth, and his disciples will be fasting. Now, fasting is a spiritual rite that is done to bring one's spirit into alignment. It doesn't necessarily have to be food, but fasting from something. A lot of times it is food, and there's different ways of doing that. Sometimes people just have water, sometimes no food whatsoever for a period of time. But you could fast from social media. It could be anything that you really enjoy, kind of that would be giving up for the purpose of bringing your spirit back into alignment. So that's what fasting is. And Jesus is just saying, after I'm gone from here, my disciples will fast. But until then, we're just going to be celebrating and rejoicing. I read Chuck Smith's commentary on this. I like him a lot. He talks about they're just having a party until the bridegroom leaves. So if you can imagine going to a wedding, and at the reception everybody's having a party, but then when the bridegroom leaves with the bride, the party kind of dies out. So that kind of is what that parable is talking about there. As we go on, Jesus talks about if you have a robe that is an older robe and you get a tear in it, you're not going to take a new patch, new cloth, and use it to patch the tear in your robe. In those days, they didn't have pre-shrunk cotton or pre-shrunk anything. So after many washings, your robe would be shrunk to where it's going to be. If you were to put a patch of new fabric over it and then wash it, it's going to shrink up and it's going to tear out. So then the next parable Jesus tells is about wineskins and wine. He says, "No one puts new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is destroyed, and then the skins are destroyed. But new wine is for fresh wineskins." What he's talking about here is they would take their wine and put it in a type of bottle, almost like a Camelback type bottle is what I think of when I read about this. It would be made out of animal skin and then sewn together on the edges, and the end of it would have been left open, and they put the wine in it, and it was for new wine, as it says. So it's wine that's still fermenting. So as it ferments, it's building up pressure inside that wineskin. If it's an older wineskin, it would burst, and then everything would be wasted. But if you have a new wineskin, it's going to be stronger, and it won't burst. And then once the wine was fermented, they would pour it out of the wineskin into some kind of another bottle or jar or something like that they would store it in. The point of all of this in this parable is that Jesus is talking about God is doing something new here, that the old covenant is going to be gone, and Jesus represents the new covenant. They would try to, kind of lock God in a box. We all do that. We have a nice little box we want to fit God in, and God is not like that. He's very flexible, willing to move around. He's going to do what it takes to reach who he wants to reach. So that parable is talking about how he's going to do a new thing. Jesus Christ is that new thing, and there's a new covenant, and it's going to reach not only the Jews but the Gentiles as well. So that's Mark 2:18 through 22. Again, if I would like to ask if these videos are good to you, if they're useful to you. If you're enjoying them, please hit the subscribe button. Please check out our Instagram account or our Facebook page. There's different things on there. Both of them have different things. There's a little bit of overlap, but not a whole lot. And so it'd be great to see you at either one of those spots. And we appreciate your support at those things. Hope everybody has a good night. By the way, you can probably tell I'm outside tonight. It's a beautiful summer night here. So I thought I'd take advantage of it. Thanks everybody. Hope you have a great week ahead. Bye.